Hi, this is Tamara Drake with UkiahValley.tv, bringing you the latest in news from Mendocino County. Uvtv met with Ukiah Unified School District Superintendent Lois Nash and other key staff members to discuss the district's ongoing budget battles. Fiscal consultant Mike Casey updated us as to the $1.4 million deficit, and coming years are going to be even worse.
So in the second year out, we're looking at a total reduction of $2.4 million on the unrestricted side and a cumulative of $1.2 million on the restricted side.
Brian Barrett, Assistant Superintendent in charge of Personnel and Student Services, talked about the recent decline in enrollment.
We are doing every possible thing we can do to save programs, to make cuts as far away from classrooms, and to save jobs in this critical environment that we're in. We have a loss of dollars due to our declining enrollment in this district. We've lost about 1,000 kids in this district over the last 8 years.
Brian also responded to the possible resolution that would allow the district to pursue procedures necessary to not reemploy those 22.6 employees slated for layoff.
Any folks that are, any of our certificated staff that are receiving notification do have the rights of a 39-month rehire. Certificated notifications have not been, they've been approved by the board, but the cuts associated with them have not been approved by the board. We will be taking the cuts to the board on the April 21st board meeting. Hopefully in 3 or 4 weeks, when we get more information and are able to plan in a much more prudent manner, then we'll be able to look at these and make some adjustments.
Dr. Nash brought ill news as to the possible closure of Hopland Elementary.
And with respect to Hopland, there has, I guess over some years, been some talk about closing Hopland School. This year, as a result of the budget crisis, that discussion resurfaced. There have been no decisions made, no definite decisions made as to the closure of Hopland. Are we giving it some consideration? Yes, we are.
The Ukiah Unified School District and Ukiah Teachers Association would like to encourage all UUSD employees to participate in the California Teachers Association's statewide Day of Action for Public Education on Friday, March 13th.
Pink Friday is a day of awareness, and it's being sponsored by several professional organizations. I'd like to add that Sherry Sandoval, the Ukiah Teachers Association president, and I have put out a joint communication in support of Pink Friday, and we are encouraging our employees to bring awareness to the impact that these budget reductions have had and will have.
Tuesday, emergency crews responded to an accident on the 2400 block of North State Street. The two-vehicle accident resulted in the injury of the passenger in a small sedan. The woman was taken to the Ukiah Valley Medical Center for treatment. Police took statements from the drivers as crews cleared the scene. Traffic was moving again within 30 minutes of the call. Next week, the Board of Supervisors meets on Monday in yet another continuation of the budget sessions. In the epitome of the paid-by-the-word bureaucracy speak, it reads, the Board of Supervisors directed that the budget work session held on Friday, 24th, 2009 and continued to March 3rd, 2009 be further continued to March 16th, 2009. The Executive Office will report on further developments in addressing the projected shortfall in fiscal year 2008-2009 that has arisen due to the projected losses of local revenues. The Board of Supervisors will have the opportunity to discuss budget priorities and strategies for fiscal year 2009 and 10 and provide direction to the Executive Office in preparing the fiscal year 2009-10 budget. In other words, we're out of money. What do we do? Tuesday, the board will discuss opposing the State Water Resources Board's proposed discontinuation of water for agricultural frost protection for 2009. Also up for discussion is whether or not to send a letter requesting that the Department of Toxic Substances Control provide oversight for investigation and remediation of soil and groundwater contamination at the former Masonite plant site. The board previously declined to send a letter requesting the Department of Toxic Substances Control provide oversight for the demolition process. There's also a presentation of the Retirement System Actuarial Study and Adoption of Retirement System Rates. See you there, Johns, Dickerson, Sakowitz, and Graff. The board meeting scheduled for March 24th will be held in Point Arena City Hall. This is Tamara Drake for Uvtv. Check back often for more local news.